Computer. Yes, I'm recording. So first of all, Kellyanne and I met in Bournemouth last year, and we had such a scream.
We really did.
We just randomly met at the bar, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which is typical. And got chatting. And can you tell your story, Kellyanne, of how you was in the business previously, left and then came back? Because some people probably need to hear that as well, about the grass is not always greener.
Yes, of course. This is girls and guys. I am really nervous. I know I don't seem it, but this is like probably, as I say, this is the first time anyway that you've been able to see my face. But hello, everyone. I hope you are all having a good Sunday morning. Very privileged to come on the call. I don't think, but I'll try and help you as best I can. But basically, previously I was with Juice Plus Company. I think it was back in 2013. I think, around that time, 2013, 2014. And I was in the business I sort of joined it with a girl had come in. I had a beauty salon. I owned a beauty salon for years, and a girl had come into my salon. I bought the product, loved the product, and then she had asked me to take a look at the business. Now, I joined it and had really good fun, but to say I didn't know what I was doing was an understatement. I really didn't. I sort of just ran with it. I was in the business, I think, about maybe a year, and I'm not sure that this isn't accurate. And I know it was SSC, but at the time I started to get a real love for the business, and I thrived on the products, and I was extremely passionate about the products always. But my business had maybe taken a bit of a blip, and to be honest with you, to get the SSC, the way I am now is completely and utterly different the way I was then. I got the SSC in a whim, didn't really know what I was doing, didn't really know that I had to have these PB legs and whatever. So, very, very different to where I am now. But I done it, and I was successful, and I did enjoy it. And I'd met loads of lovely people. But one, a girl that I had previously worked with, my business had taken a dip, my confidence had taken a dip. Because along with that, yourself, if your business isn't where you want it to be, you question yourself, you question your ability, you question, is this for me? That's the normal things that everybody asks. In your head, that's a normal thing that you will ask, right? Okay, why am I not getting as many customers? Why am I not getting as many people in my team? How are they doing it? And I'm not doing it. And there was a bit of that. But a girl had came to me with this wow opportunity, which I thought at the time. And my wages weren't where I wanted to be for the third month. So when she came with this opportunity, the product the profit margin on the product was extremely good. So anyway, after serious thinking, there was a lot went on. I was very vulnerable at the moment within my own team. And that's why I would always urge anyone to speak up and ask their leader, or even their sidelines, tell them how you're feeling. Because if I hadn't been feeling vulnerable, I wouldn't have been open to any other suggestions for another company. It wouldn't even have crossed my mind. But a girl had came to me with the opportunity, and I sort of thought long and hard about it. And then at the same time, they were coming from everywhere. It was I'd offers of different, there was that and another one that I was thinking between. So anyway, I went with the company. Little did I know that what would have happened within that short space of time that I was with the company. Well, I say short space. I was with the company for a year, but it was like a whirlwind. The product you could have sold standing, it was ridiculously priced. So the product, you jumped at it immediately and you went, oh my God, yeah, I'll be able to sell loads of those. I'll be able to do this. It's sort of like that get rich thing, that you try and stay away from. And it's all about the learning and appreciating what actually you have. And it's not a get rich scheme. You have to sort of give yourself a plan, which is totally what I'm doing now. You have to say to yourself, right, okay, where do I want to be next year? Where do I want to be the year after? And where do I want to be third, fourth and fifth? So without blammering on, I do apologise because that's what I do. I didn't know Julia was going to ask me this. So I was with the company. It was very successful within that company immediately. It was immediate success. I had like 187, I think it went up to 230 in my team. We packed rooms to 300 to 500 people. Sorry, what got me was this compensation plan was a 7-way plan. I was like, oh my God, I can make money, this blah, blah, blah. My relationship had fallen with my upline, and, you know, my sidelines, you know, were great, absolutely great. That was the only thing that was maybe, you know, holding me there, you know, as to why I would stay, you know, as the relationship that I had with all my team and everyone, you know. So I did go with this company, and as I say, we packed out rooms, and it was all really go. It was all go. All the girls, we were absolutely buzzing, and we couldn't believe that we could get this amount of people to our event. And we ran about 2, 3, 4 or 5 events maybe over the course of the 12 months. The compensation plan that was sold to us, that it was 7 ways, was much more difficult than what it was first made out to be. And without getting into too much detail, the actual money wasn't there. The money was there for a short period of time. You got bonuses, but that was it. The rest of the people within your team weren't making money. So anyway, I wasn't happy with it. I had addressed all these issues with my uplines within the new company, and I didn't mention they had flown me out to Vegas, so everything was very rah-rah, and I was sort of blown away by the American dream. And then I realised that a lot of the girls within my team weren't actually making money, weren't even making £150. So I just didn't like the fact that I was the one making money and they weren't making money. Morally, I didn't think that was right. I addressed this, and I quickly seen that this was basically a pyramid scheme. That's basically what it was. You had to buy shitloads of product, which I still have. You had to buy shitloads of product, and every time for a promotion, you'd buy more product to get you promoted. It was really, really ridiculous. So I had, it was around the period of November, December, I had called at a few girls in Ireland, at like 120, 130 miles. And I said, look, girls, let's get together and we'll see, and we'll have a brainstorm and we'll see what we can do. So I met them in the Ramada Encore, and I met them in the Ramada, and we were all out in the reception area. Anyway, long story short, because I know I'm blabbing on, I think whatever it was, we had heard noise from the back from one of the rooms, and we went, oh my God, that must be a great event. And then one of the girls had went out to the toilet, and she'd seen like it was a Juice Plus event. And I was like, dearest God, Jesus, that must be doing really, 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 really well. Now, obviously, what I'm thinking then is, why did I leave? When I was thinking all that noise, I was going, you did think it for a second, why did I leave? So we were coming out into the hall. Anyway, the reason why there was so much hype and so much noise is that John was there. So he was obviously doing an event, and that obviously brings in the crowds, and there was a lot more people than what there normally would be. Bumped into John. John and I had a conversation. And I always loved John. We had to crack all the time. Anyway, anytime we were away at the event, he was always good fun. Had a chat with him, and obviously he had planted the seed with me about coming back. And I really did give it serious thought, but it took me, I think John and I initially had that conversation. And it was around New Year, because we had a meeting in November and then we had another meeting in New Year. So it was around the New Year time, and I didn't actually sign up until the April. So I really had a lot to think about, what am I going to do when I come back? What's it going to be like? People are going to talk, blah, blah, blah. And I had to just really think where my heart was, where my passion was, and what direction I wanted to go. And I knew that if I went with John, you have to go with success, right? And if someone is as successful as John, and he gave me that opportunity to go with him, I mean, why wouldn't I grab it with both arms? So anyway, I did. But going back to the real reason why I'm on this call is regards to customers. So I'm going to just cover really.
Kellyanne, can I just come in?
Yes, of course you can.
Okay, so some of the people on the call are not in John's Rising Stars group. So I just want to briefly tell you that we were set a task last month. Whoever got the most orders in this little Rising Stars group would get £500 cash from Alex Webb. So we needed to get the most orders and one new frontline team member. So Kellyanne's been messaging me, we've been messaging each other, and I thought I was doing really well. I got my new team member, in fact I got 2 new team members, frontline, and I got 14 orders, which is less than what I got in December, but I thought I was doing well. And then Kellyanne comes up with bloody nearly 40 orders. So I said to her, she won the £500, Jam, well done.
You!
So I wanted Kellyanne to come on and tell us how she did it, basically, and give us some tips on how she got so many customers. So please, Kellyanne.
Yes, no bother. So basically what I done was, so I had a conversation with myself and was like, right, if I'm going to do this, I need to really get in with my customers and find out their needs. I think we'll get blown away by, and we'll lose track sometimes by going, right, okay, I'll try and get as many distributors. If I have 3 or 4 distributors, that's not what it's about. You have to get to know your customers. So basically my points that I wrote down was I became a lot more active on my Facebook. I only joined Facebook a couple of years ago, to be honest. So I became a lot more active on my Facebook. Now, not mentioning Juice Plus, and that would be something that I wouldn't really do. But I started to think to myself where I was going wrong. So where was I going wrong that I wasn't successful? Because I knew my own ability, right? So I was like, right, okay, who am I? What am I about? Who do I want to attract? And I got really, really sidetracked because for ages I thought, and this is what's held me back, for the few months, for ages I thought, right, okay, well, I'm not a mummy. I am a mother, but my daughter's 24. But I was going, I'm not a mummy, I'm not a young mum. I don't struggle with child minding. I don't struggle with all this. So where do I fit in all this? All these girls that are successful have busy mum projects, have this, have that. So I started to identify with who I am and what my daily day consists of. So I started to post about that. And I think in a way, without sounding like a divvy, I think in a way I attracted a lot of people through that. I just posted about what I did in an indirect selling way. If I was having a vitamin juice, I would post it. If I was having a laugh, I would post about it. If I was, I would put up my capsules saying, these are, but just in my hand, not putting the Juice Plus product out there. I would basically, post about that. I also made a real conscious decision to go on the 90-day no alcohol challenge. Now, that was just a personal thing for me, for my business. I'm not saying everybody go out and don't drink and go on this challenge. What I would advise is, if anybody is really, really passionate about this business and really, really passionate about changing their life. Now, hello from sunny Belfast, by the way. I am in my friend's house, which is absolutely gorgeous. Very, very, come down and got me this morning, and it's beautiful down here. But my own personal circumstances financially are very much in need of making this work, and I will go to any lengths. Like, I had a meeting yesterday with a potential distributor. She didn't sign up there and then. She's not in the right headspace. I told her she wasn't in the right headspace, but I would help her with her confidence. And I spent my last £34 buying her and I lunch, because I know that that's what you need. You need to go that extra mile in order to... Now, she bought the capsules from me, but what I'm saying is, if you really deep down in your soul believe that this is for you, forget about the customers for a moment. You need to concentrate on yourself. What can you do different about yourself? What can you do to believe in yourself, to give yourself that confidence, to give yourself that notch that you're not doing at the moment? For me personally, it was coming off alcohol. I came off alcohol. I became more focused. I had more clarity. I am buzzing like people are buzzing off me. So that in itself is an attraction. Julia, I've lost you. Is that all right?
Hold on. I'm still
Gotcha
here.
now. Gotcha. I got you.
Yeah.
So I would think that's vitally, vitally important. You know, who are you? Are you a mum? Who are you? Are you from a corporate background? Who do you want to attract? Because those people that you attract will become your customers. You won't, it'll come a time where you won't even need the cold message or warm message or anything. You need to think to yourself, right, okay, my Facebook, my Instagram is a platform for me to get out to people, to show them what I'm doing. For people, you know, what would you want to see? What would you want to see on someone's Facebook? What would attract you to them? Would you want to see them just putting up, you know, oh yeah, I just had an omelette there and such and such. You need to go into detail as to, you know, I'm going to make a nice smoked cod dinner tonight. Would anyone like me to give the recipe? Okay, so things like that. And then if they say that yes, they would like the recipe, okay, I'll add you to my group. So you're up numbering your group. So yes, you're adding people to your Facebook. That's another fundamental of how I got more customers. You're expanding your audience all the time. So add more customers every single day. And I'll be honest with you, I used to find this cringeworthy because you don't know these people. But I am telling you now, you know, this is how you build your audience. You're expanding your audience every single day. If you're only putting out your Facebook and you've 700 people on your Facebook and you're putting out information, it's going to be those same people. Plus now there's only 5% that see your posts anyway.
Yeah.
It's only those people that are going to see your posts. So they're going to get bored. So you have to make that more creative. How can you make it more creative? If you're a mum, show lovely photos of you out with your kids feeding the ducks on your phone, just processing orders. If you're not if you're, you know, a fun-loving young girl who just wants to really, really go at this business, getting your hair done, processing orders, whatever it may be. Even if you're not telling, you know, if you're maybe manipulating the truth a tad at the moment, believe me, you will not be in a month or so. You won't be. You will be frigging processing orders when you're in the hairdressers, because I am. You will be doing X, Y, and Z when you're out with the kids with the ducks. It just is getting that mindset into your mind. Who am I? What can I do to better this business? Not I can't do, not I won't do. What can I do to create this awareness that people want to come to me, to ask me what I'm doing? Okay, so that's that. I would just really cover that, and that is so important.
Kellyanne, can I just come in? I noticed that your live Facebooks, even if they're just like 2 minutes, are getting a really big response. So what would you say about doing live?
Yeah. Well, so again, the lives was a big thing for me, Julia.
Yeah.
I'd never really done them, and even now, I'm going to do one later on. I was sick, so sick. Like I done one last Saturday in a beauty salon, and I just done that about the skin challenge. And, you know, I was shaking, but you just have to come out of your comfort zone. And I think fundamentally to make this business work, you have to start off with your customers, because your customers become your best distributors.
Yeah.
Now, what I would say is, if I have customers that come to me and say, do you know what, see those shakes, I've seen you posting those shakes, could you order me those? And I'll go, oh God, yes, certainly I can. But could you tell me why it is that you want to take the shakes? And they'll go, well, what do you mean? I want to lose weight. And I'll go, right, okay. I appreciate you want to lose weight. Would you love it if you had more energy? How is your skin? Is your skin in good condition at the moment? Is there anything that you feel that you need? And I'll say, because I actually just want to tailor the package for your needs, exactly what you need, rather than say, oh yes, that's a sale, I'll get, you know, be patient. Because if that person doesn't buy off you, and this is the best thing that John has taught me, and you know, if that person doesn't buy off you, then believe me, they will watch you and they will come back to you. They'll come back to you in a month, they'll come back to you in 2 months, they'll come back to you in 3 months, and they may become your best distributor. But the big thing is, you know, utilize whatever you can. The fantastic thing about lives is, remember, it goes to everyone. So everyone sees your live. Everyone gets a notification that you're doing a live. So I know it is really, really nerve-wracking, girls. It really is. It is embarrassing. And you go, oh my God, what's my hair look like? What's my face like? What's this and that and the other? But at the end of the day, if you really want this business to work, you sort of just have to run with it. And that's what I've done. And I mean, as I say, I hope I'm better than the one later on. But see that one last Saturday, I literally came off it and was sick. I was 3 times.
It was good though. It was good.
And I was saying to my friends, what was it like? What was it like? And my friends were like, you done really well, because it was in my friend's beauty salon. You done really well. And I was like, I did it, it was awful, it was awful. And blabbering. I don't know whether any of you saw the one I done on, what did I do? Yes, it was High January I went. So I thought, so again, it's thinking on your feet. Right, okay, well, I'll share how my January went. Now, you might be saying, well, why would people want to know? People want to know because people want to know, is it a worthwhile business to go into? Are they sitting on the fence at the moment? Are you making money from it? Can you make money from it? So you need to share your success. And if that takes a wee quick live, even if you do the live in your group until you build your confidence, if you build the live in your group, then sweet to the beach, you'll be magic in a month.
Yeah.
But it's just building your confidence and seeing what works for you. Facebook Lives, you get a notification every single time. So they work really, really well. And I just started to post about my life and different wee things. And I find myself, if I'm honest, girls, becoming much more confident, you know, even what I'm posting. I find myself becoming more, I find that my personality's coming across. I don't know whether you would feel that, Julia, but I find, you know, that my personality's coming across much more on my Facebook. And that's all with confidence. And that's why I would say, you know, go away and build on yourself. Always chase your likes. Yeah. Always chase your likes, you know, even if it's liking for anything, always chase your likes. Thank you for your like. Thanks for your like. I don't know whether you know at the moment, but I'm into healthy living. Was wondering, would you be interested in being added to my group? It has loads of lovely hints and tips in there. And then that's up to you to manage your group to be able to put those lovely hints and tips in there. And make sure, yeah.
Sorry, Diane. Is that a free group that you've got? So I noticed when you said before, when you've got a potential customer that might want your recipe, and you say, okay, I'll add you to my group. Is that a free group before they even become customers?
Oh, yes. Yes, 100%. Yes. Yeah. That's before they even become customers. So potentials, because they'll always watch what you're doing. So I'll just add, you know, and I've started to do these things and it's working really well, you know, like interaction. Yeah. So instead of saying, putting the recipe is on my group, ask them, would you like the recipe? Yeah. If so, would you like to be added to my group? So that, I think that's a good tip. Can
I ask you something? I've got a free group, and at the moment we're doing a squat challenge in it, and I'll put recipes in there. But don't you think it'd be a good idea for everyone to have their own group? Or do you are you doing one with your team, or is it just yours? Or would you encourage your team to have their own group?
Oh God, yes. You always encourage the individual to push themselves, you know, beyond their own personal boundary. But what you're going to have there is you're going to have distributors that come in and say, well, I don't have a group. If I get my group, you've 17, 27 members, right?
Yeah.
So the benefits to the new distributor to join your group is you already have an audience.
Yeah.
You already have hints and tips on there, and then that'll build their confidence. And when they're ready, then go and make your own group.
Perfect. Thank you.
I increase my friend list every day, and again, just covering, you know, what I'm about, you know, what I would attract. Bear with me 1 second, just in case I miss anything. Who and what do you aspire to? Facebook Lives, followed up on my likes. What I find is as well, Sunday is a really busy day Sunday's my busiest day.
Yeah.
I find that Sunday after carry-outs, takeaways, sorry, we call it carry-outs over here, takeaways, Chinese, pizzas, alcohol, parties, everything like that. I find that that people start to think about their weight, and they start to think about their health. So again, if you've children, you know, if you've wee babas, I'd be on there right away, you know, giving the kids their gums, but not saying, oh, like, you know, not do indirect selling, you know, not saying, oh, they take their gummies every day, just like a photo of the gums, create curiosity. Don't put too much information up. If you're giving your say like a photo of your child with the gum up at his mouth or something, right? Yeah. And you take a wee photo of him and just go, delighted that my little baby has got the goodness of all fruit and veg in this tiny gum. So you're not saying Juice Plus, you're not saying blah, blah, blah. you're creating curiosity where people will watch and say, right, okay, what does she mean by that? God almighty, my wee child doesn't eat too well. I must actually get them gums. You're creating curiosity all the time. So again, don't give too much information on your posts. Just create that the curiosity that people are going to wonder what it is and ask you. What your mission is for people to ask you, not for you to tell. Come away from the telling, because you ain't going to sell in. If you come away from the tell and create that curiosity, then people will ask you. You will become, they will ask you, because they will basically look out for what you're posting. If you're into healthy living, they will aspire to you, and they will look at what you're doing.
I think some of my team are guilty of not having the confidence to follow up, but we all know the fortunes in the follow-up.
Oh my God. To give you an idea, I'm on the acquisition report. I think there's 34 shown, but I actually got 46 sales. But to give you an idea, my follow-ups in 24 hours on the last day, I think it was 15 sales on the last 24 hours.
How are you following them up though? What are you actually saying?
Well, I think as well, because I really, really, I was really excited. So I was just, right girl, we've already had this chat. Are you going to do this or not? So always start off with the premium. I would always start off with the highest, working my way down. And I would say, right, okay, we've had back and forth chats about the fruit, veg, and the berries. How about you even try the berries today? We'll get you on the berries and I'll be with you within a week. I would just make it really short and snappy like that. So a lot of those customers, I had recommended the packages. I'd recommended the premium. And then quite a lot of them then were then, oh, do you know what? Yes, I'll just go with that. Is that only 68p a day, £19 a month? Yes, I'll just go with that.
Yeah. Thank you. Is it okay to unmute people and ask if they've got any questions?
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody. So if anyone wants to type in or ask a question, I don't know how you do this. I'm just copying John. What do you do? Put your hand up. Anyone got a question for Kellyanne?
Yeah, I have. Hiya, how you doing?
Yes, good, thank you.
Hiya. I was just wondering, because I know we've spoken in the group a little bit about it, about customers. Talking to strange customers when you've added someone. What can you just, one of you girls, give me a guide on how you would introduce yourself without puking on them?
Well, what do you
Well, I've obviously, I'm adding people every day. My pages, obviously, I'm adding things every day. All my bits and pieces are on there. But then there's obviously quiet people. Now, I'd like to introduce myself. I've a couple of people. I find when I just say hi or something like that, people aren't really replying. But what kind of open liners have you?
What sort of like posts are they?
Well, no, if there's people that I've added or for any particular reason, then obviously I'll specifically target towards that. But I mean, the people that I've added that I think, I should introduce myself and say hello to. How do you introduce yourself to people you don't know online?
To be honest, what is your name? Sorry, Rebecca.
It's Becky. Yeah, it's Becky.
Hiya. Becky, hi. I've seen you loads on the group.
Yeah, you smashed it this month. Well done, girl.
Oh, thank you, Tom. You will this month too. Becky, to be honest with you, I never really introduced myself. I would just see. You have to remember, people don't like to be. You need to make
spoken to.
You need to make this as informal as possible. Just have fun with it, right?
Yeah.
So you can't really introduce yourself because you're trying to add value to that group. Yeah. So just keep on basically just add value to the group loads. Yeah. So any hints and tips that you have, anything that you're doing, even anything that you see on Google as regards to, like, say, for example, herbal teas. Yeah. And you feel that the herbal teas will help with inflammation, for example. Mint tea helps with inflammation. Just put like a post up and you'll get interaction that way. It's like an indirect way of getting interaction or interaction. It's an indirect way of getting interaction with that person.
Yeah,
or
I'm working on
people.
that. Yeah, I'm working on that. I am direct.
But listen, see as soon, Becky, as you're
Yeah.
able. That's what I'm saying. It's a confidence thing with me as well. You know what? A good month. I didn't have an amazing year. I'm going to now, though, and we all, should work towards that. But that would be the best. I would never introduce
I can
myself.
love. Yeah.
I would put up like yesterday. I put up. I used coconut oil on my teeth, and I put up. I know, but it was amazing. You want to see the difference? So I wish I had done it before and after, but
You should have done that. That would have been good.
But you want to see the interaction I got from that, Becky.
Yeah.
Like loads of people were like, "Really? Does that work?" and whatever. And that's all.
Yeah.
Getting people engaged with you, right? Okay, what is she doing? What tip is she going to come up with today? So I done that on my main page, and then I done that in my group as well. Now I was telling the truth; it was amazing. I used it 3 times yesterday, and then loads of other people were coming on. There's a couple of really girls I'm going to contact today. If you want to go on and have a nosy, because she seems to be from a health background. Now, whether she's in the health business or not, I'll approach her then about that. But I would try and be as informal, Becky, as possible, and just relax about it, and just try and put as much value onto your group as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe me, Becky, people will come to you. They really
it's just,
will.
when you're adding people daily and you're like, then you see all these strange people coming up and you're like, should I really go and introduce myself to people or not? You'll have to forgive me, I was half still getting me.
Becky, I would say no, I never introduce myself either. And if anyone messages me and says, do I know you? You've added me. And I just say, well, you came up in my suggested friends, so I thought we might have something in common. I just say something like, no probs if you don't want to.
Making new friends or something.
And I just brush it off.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Everyone's unmuted, so feel free to jump in with a question. Paul, got any?
I'm going to cool bit.
No. Oh, hold on. Got one down here. Jodie, for me, if I add someone and they accept, I always message them to say hi, for accepting my ad. Just doing some networking. Can you all read this? Then say something about them that you've seen on their profile. So have a little look at their nose at their profile first. Yeah. It might be something like, oh, I see your little son's played football today. Mine plays football too. How's he doing? Something like that.
That's always good because that's nice. That's informal. That's not going indirect right away and puking over them, as Becky said. I think that's a good idea to do as well. It's just whatever works for the individual. But I do actually think that, Jodie, I agree with that. I would do that now and again, like if I'm honest. But it just depends on the individual and how their Facebook looks.
Yeah, very rarely. Oh,
yeah.
Crying. Any more questions?
Yeah, find a way at the front door for me.
I've got one.
Who's that?
Claire.
Hi, Claire. Fire away.
Well, I had a woman who wants to lose loads of weight. She wanted practically everything. She wanted boosters, she wanted the capsules, she wanted the shake, everything, and she was dead enthusiastic.
Brilliant.
But then she seems to have gone off the scene. How would I interact with her again?
She seems to have.
She dropped off the scene and not messaged me, and I messaged her and said, "Did you do a video?"
I've got that too.
But then she's not come back.
Okay, well, but when was the last time you interacted together?
I think it was last week.
It was a week ago?
Yeah.
Well, what I would say is, I would just go back to her today and just say, hey, I hope your Sunday's going well. I just thought I'd give you a wee quick buzz. I know January didn't go to plan for a lot of people, and maybe it was something you were looking at and it didn't follow through. Would you consider it in February? If not, it's no bother, let me know. But if you need any more information, I can surely help you with that. And if you need any links or anything like that, and just say I appreciate that maybe January didn't go to plan as for yourself and many other people and maybe for yourself. Would you be looking to work on the products for February, something like that?
Claire, sometimes it's down to money and they're too embarrassed to say, so you can always just add her to our free group, give her a bit of value. And then she'll be
Yeah.
watching in there. We'll be feeding before and after pictures in there without mentioning Juice Plus and stuff. So
And Claire, what I would say as well, if she was going to take the premium and the shakes and the boosters, what I would say, look, just be honest, Claire, because everybody's in the same position. Like, I find when you're just, like, I would be honest with people, like, that's all those, the sales that I got in the 24 hours, right? I was just like, right, okay, I appreciate that you probably can't afford that. And as much as I know that those products are amazing, the three of them together, why not try the bit? Like, one of them was Geraldine. I've been literally texting Geraldine for 3 months. And I was like, look, Geraldine, you're a nurse and I'm sure you're really lacking in energy. Why not try the berries? There's 68p a day. Like, what do you spend 68p a day? The way I speak is the way I write, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I just be completely and utterly honest. I says, why don't you try them and we'll take it from there. And if you want to upgrade. So see, with that customer, Claire, I would say I appreciate January's a shit month for money. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, didn't follow through with their healthy eating plan. If it was something you were going to consider for February, would you like one of the reduced packages? Here's an idea. What about the berries and the shakes, right? To do the berries and the shakes, which are 51, or if you really if they're not good enough, why not just try the berries and we'll get you started, and they're only 19 quid. Put it like that, and she will take one of them.
Also, I'd say, Kellyanne, some of my team can't get the head round. They're not selling. They go, oh, I don't want to sound salesy. You're helping people. Like you just said, you was helping that nurse because you know she's going to be knackered and tired.
Yes.
People need to get that out of their heads. What do you think?
Yeah, but that's what I mean, because they're probably direct selling, Julia. You know, they're doing, you know, taking away the pun, we are direct selling, but you know what I mean? They're probably being too formal with the, you know, you need to relax and just like, you know, this is what I'm doing. It's really good for you, but you need to just imagine like your Facebook is like a television. So you need to give them something good to watch, and you will attract. It's all about like, I'm so into the law of attraction and stuff, and I mean that's how I met John, and I really am trying to live by it. If I would say to you, if anybody hasn't got the secret, get the secret. I know the majority of people do have it, but also what an amazing one is the power. The power is unreal. You have the power to do anything that you really, really want to do in the pit of your stomach. If you continue to think that you're selling to someone, that's exactly what you do, is sell to someone. If you think that you're actually helping them, and you think that you're helping them with their health or even with their wealth, then you will attract those people to you. But your mind is so powerful. I could sit and tell you how to get whatever. I mean, I want to, you know, succeed with more customers, etc. I'm no Einstein, do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm trying, and I believe that when you try and you really control your mind with the power that you can do anything if you want to do. Every single person on this call can be PMD, every single person, but it's to do with your mind. Do you want it? How much do you want it? How much do you want it? And all this, you know, whatever, they are simply excuses. If you really want it, you'll do it. I'm 5 weeks off alcohol, and believe me, I never would have thought that in a million friggin' years.
Neither did I. I've been watching you thinking, what?
My sister wrote something up and she was like, I never in my life, you would think I was an alcoholic. I never in my life thought I would have been writing this, and I was like, I'm going to freaking kill you. But no, so that was my big, massive decision. And I am so happy. I actually don't think I'll drink again. Lies.
You've done so well. I just want to say, because I didn't say at the beginning, thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday. And
No, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You want to do it Sunday evening, but I can't make Sunday evening either. But
I know, I apologise for anybody that couldn't get on, but like, this is out of my comfort
and
zone
I'll
as well.
post the recording. Sorry, I'll post a recording so everyone gets to hear anyway. So we've been 45 minutes. Anybody want to quickly say one last thing before we go? So, okay, we'll just leave it there. So I'm going to say thanks very much, Kellyanne. And that looks absolutely stunning behind you.
I know. Look, have a look. It's not mine, it's my friend. This is amazing. Look at the view. Can you see it?
Wow. Wow.
That's why I thought this would be nice for you to see, actually. So I said to my friend, can you get me at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning? I just thought this would be lovely to see.
And I did notice a picture on the wall.
Yeah. This is France. This is Villefranche. You see it?
Yeah. No, not that one. What was the other one that I saw?
It's so gorgeous here. Oh, Sugar the Naked one. That one.
Yeah. That was behind, that was behind you at one stage.
It's so beautiful here and so peaceful. So what I'm going to do actually later on when you hear this, I'm going to do like a flipping workout and post it on my group. So wish me luck with that one. But I'll try that, because again, I'm trying to inspire people and trying to, make them, find my group interesting. So I'm going to do like a 5-minute, I'm going to commit to it every week. I'm not going to do it every day, but I'll do it every week. So nice to do it in nice surroundings as well, if you know what I mean. So I hope everyone got some, some clarity in how to get more customers and some help from it. I don't know whether you did or not, but I really hope you did. And
Kellyanne,
I hope everyone smashes February. And the world is our oyster, so it's just what we do with it.
Thanks so much for coming on. Have a great weekend, everyone. Rest of your Sunday, rest of your weekend. And I'll put the
Thank you so much.
All right, take care, everybody.
Okay, bye everyone. Bye.